let's shift to education. Again, small government guy, but I am the function of, I've only gone to private schools my entire life, elementary school, junior high, high school. I went to State University of New York at Binghamton. I was a poli-sci major. They must have done something right through that. So I do believe that that is one of the functions of the government. That being said, we're obviously throwing tons of money into education, and it's seemingly at a point where we're seeing less and less results because of that. Get us out of this problem.
All right. So the first thing is that studies have shown that 70 to 75% of kids' academic performance is determined by out-of-school factors. So that's parental time, number of words read to the child when they're young, parental income, stress levels in the house, type of neighborhood, things that the teacher cannot really control. And teachers know this, you know. And so right now we're going to teachers, hey, take 100% responsibility for a process that you can control 25% of. And the educators are like, well, we're going to do our best. So the data shows that if we wanted to get serious about improving our educational systems, what we would do is we'd give the kids a better chance to learn by putting money directly into their households. That's what the Freedom Dividend would do. It would reduce stress levels in the house. It would free up maybe a little bit of parental time. And studies have shown that this sort of cash actually improves graduation rates, and it even improves children's personalities if their households are getting some more stable cash and there's not as much stress and turmoil in the house. Mm-hmm. So this might sound counterintuitive, but the first thing you do to fix education is you actually just put money into the hands of families and parents so the kids have a shot at learning. The second thing you do is you have to pay teachers more, because the data also shows that a good teacher is worth his or her weight in gold in terms of educational outcomes. And one of the best ways you can attract and retain better teachers is by increasing comp. And
what do we do about the bad teachers, just to take the other side of that for a second?
So I'm pro-charter, and I think it's ridiculous that we're tenuring teachers at like the 2-year mark or something and make it so you can't be paid, or you can't be disciplined or fired. And so one of the trade-offs for a higher level of compensation would be, what you have to do is you have to empower principals and school leaders to be able to build their own staffs and teams. And right now, principals have their hands tied by union regs and whatnot. So you have to attack both sides of it. Is you want to attract and retain good teachers and pay them more. And you want to give principals the ability to hopefully make changes as necessary.
So are you basically for as much school choice as possible, charter schools, whatever it takes, whatever a parent wants to do?
Yes.
In effect?
Yes, I'm pro good school, and this is one thing that blows my mind, is that people are just attacking all charter schools.
But that's, I mean, a lot of the progressives are not happy with charter schools. They don't want, because they want something more federally mandated, or at least mandated by the government. So they don't want charter schools. To me, it's like, choice, you're a parent. If you can send your kids to a school that you like and it's not the government school that's right by your house, why the hell not?
Yeah, I mean, there are excellent public schools and terrible public schools. There are excellent charter schools and terrible charter schools. We should just be pro-excellent school. And saying that this entire category of school is somehow
what do you
problematic.
Make of that? If you were trying to steel man their argument, I mean, what is the argument against charter schools? I get it that some of them aren't going to be good, but there are public, as you just said, there's public schools that aren't good. Have you heard an argument that really makes sense on this?
Unfortunately, I think the main argument is a political one, where teachers' unions hate charters. Teachers' unions are very, very powerful constituency, and so some politicians have said, I'm better served by getting behind this point of view. Here's the thing about education I want to hit, is that so many of the Dems are talking about free college, free college, free college. College is way too expensive. We need to bring the cost down, but only 33% of Americans will attend college. 67% will either not go to college or they'll attend like a 2-year associates or a community college. So what we have to do is we have to dramatically invest in vocational technical training and apprenticeship programs. Right now, only 6% of American high school students are in technical training. In Germany, that's 59%. Mm-hmm. So think of that gulf. And then we have to destigmatize trade jobs. We have to get Mike Rowe of Dirty Jobs and me as president in the White House being like, these are great jobs. And then we have to get all these high school kids to say, like, look, college is not for everyone. Right now, we're trumpeting this fantasy that college is the end-all, be-all. College has gone up in price 250%, which is its own set of problems. But the 6-year graduation rate from a 4-year college right now is only 59%. 4 out of 10 kids who are starting college are not finishing within 6 years because they probably should not have been there.
Are you ready to have that blowout fight with Bernie on the debate stage? Because when he says college for everybody, free college for everybody, and again, it sounds good, and I get why he's saying it, and then you say, well, actually, college isn't for everybody, and we need more trade jobs and things like that. People are going to say, oh, somehow, they're going to say you're the elitist, like, you think only a certain, well, but that's what they're going to say is, oh, you think only a certain set of people from a certain way of life deserve to go to college, and other people are just going to have to suck it up with their crappy trade jobs. I think that's actually a more honest answer, but just the way the media frames things. I mean, that's something to me that will really come to loggerheads if the debates ever get good and get really about substance.
You may see that exchange on June 26th on the debate stage, because it could be just me next to Bernie. I'll give you a birthday present and just like confront
I want
Bernie
a shout out on that
this
one.
free college stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, and again, it's like the minimum wage. It's like, am I for bringing down the cost of college? Yes. Am I for pretending that's going to be like the cure-all for like our current economic ills? No, because it's not. And again, the underemployment rate for recent college grads is 44%. That does not change if I make it free. It's like, is it better for them to be underemployed and not have giant debt loads? Yes, but like, is that going to be necessarily the path forward for everyone? No.
Right, and plus the amount of money we would have had to put in to do that for them to then not have the path to the job.
Yes. So what we have to do is we have to go to the colleges and say, why the heck did you get so expensive? And the reason they're so expensive is that the ratio of administrators to students, non-faculty, the non-teaching administrator, has gone up 150% over the last number of years. So we have to try and get the administrator to student ratio under control.